Forgive me, friends, for I have done something terrible at a thrift store, and today I'm ready to confess. Okay, it's not really as serious as that opening makes you think. It's just I've done some less than favorable things at a thrift store, and today I'm going to tell you about them. I have accidentally dropped glass items. Thankfully, the employees have always been really nice about it and they clean it up and they don't charge me, but I'm always afraid that one day they're gonna charge me the $2.50 for some stupid glass. I've tried on secondhand shoes without wearing socks. Come and get me, thrift police! That one's not so much exclusive to thrift stores because you could do that at a real store, and either way you're really not supposed to do that. I don't know, sanitary issues. I've picked stuff up and then it broke and then I would put it back and walk away. Hey, not my problem. I've put things back in the wrong section. I've stolen from a thrift store. But hear me out, because it's not recently and I did it for a very good reason. Most likely I had like an incomplete collection or board game, and so I would go to the thrift store, and if they happened to have the piece I wanted, I would just take the single piece. It's like, I don't want to buy a whole board game or a whole bag of toys, I just want one. But nowadays my morals get the best of me and I could never imagine doing that again. I've switched price tags. I can't help it, I was young, I saw stickers. But thankfully I only did it a few times, and since then a lot of thrift stores have really cracked down on this. They use like special stickers or like the plastic tabs, or my least favorite, they staple things to their clothes. So really have to use a staple? You know, like if you're trying on a shirt and then all of a sudden you feel this scratch on your back and you're like, what the heck was that? And then you realize it's because they stapled a label into the shirt. Going along with that, besides switching price tags, I've also taken the price tag off of something just to try to get a better deal on it. Like half the time that backfires because they're like, oh, I'll charge you twice as much as what it was. So that's not actually a very good idea, and I would not recommend doing that ever. I've used the aisle as a dressing room. No, I did not get naked. I put the clothes on top of my clothes. And this is just something I think you do at any store. Who's got time for dressing rooms? I've cut in line at the register. Like, I know I'm doing it and I don't like the person behind me, which is why I'm doing it. I'm like, whatever, you were mean to me in the store. I'm gonna get here first. Come on, everyone's done that. This is not something that I did, but it's something that my cousin did that it just stands out in my mind as something you should not do in a thrift store. I was about 7 or 8 and he was about 5. It was the first time we met because we lived in different states, and we went to a thrift store to bond, with our families of course. All I remember is I was sitting on the floor looking through a pile of toys, and then I start hearing yelling, and I look up and my 5-year-old cousin is running down the aisle. He was wearing a football helmet and he was pushing an old-fashioned push lawnmower. I mean, he was just committing to the crazy. The reason he was yelling was because there was a lot of old people in his way. He probably made it down like 3 or 4 aisles before his mom caught up to him. I still to this day have no idea why he did that, but he still very much remembers, and that's exactly why we don't go to thrift stores together. That about sums it up. This has been my thrift store confessions, and now I want to hear from you down in the comments. What is a wrongful act that you have committed in a thrift store? Don't worry, you can say it. This is a safe space. Better yet, if you're a YouTuber, I dare you to make a video confessing what you've done in a thrift store. And if you haven't already decided to disassociate with me because of this video, then please give this video a big thumbs up, to subscribe, so that we can hang out in my next video, and hopefully I will see you there. But yeah, that's a good memory.